All the credits go to this Instagram user for the inspiration. Petr Yan disqualification. The most tragic thing I've seen in my life. Wait, I lied. I went through 2024 as a UFC fan, so that's probably the worst thing actually. But this is still up there. Petr Yan was winning up until that point as well. Even by split decision, but close enough.
Grounded. That's stop.
Even with the updated rules of downed fighters for 2024, this here will still count as downed. I think I could have worded that better. Because knees planted still counts for some reason. But looking back, he looks so vulnerable for a knee. It's almost like Aljamain was asking for it. Kinda like the Cejudo fight as well. He was also asking for that. But yeah, you should also not break the rules. So ultimately, Yan gets the L here. And the worst part is that it crippled Yan's reign and possibly his talks of being the GOAT. Imagine him with multiple title defenses at the age of 28 to 30 years old. He's 31 now and a top contender in bantamweight. But he needs to maybe fight Sean O'Malley or Merab again if the UFC says so, and also compete with Umar. So it's gonna be so much more tougher. Sean Strickland deciding to strike with Alex Pereira. Yeah, a very sad moment. But there's a reason there isn't a rematch between the two now. Yeah, Sean Strickland's striking is too good now. I can already imagine the rematch. Turner's walk-off KO. Well, not really. For UFC 300, a bit harsh, but this commenter said Turner got full of the night for his performance. Turner got the finish, but didn't follow it up at all. And it was enough to warrant the TKO if he kept going, because Moicano was stumbling like crazy until the round finished. And then Moicano could not afford to lose and TKO'd Turner. Super negative IQ, but I don't blame him. I actually sympathize with him because of the last fight he was in. It was arguably the worst stoppage of all time, where Bobby got KO'd cold twice from ground and pound. So you actually get a double entry with this one. You see negative IQ from Turner in UFC 300 and the negative IQ from the ref from that fight. Bo Nickel versus Paul Craig. I wanted to add this one because I kind of want to diversify the entries with a winner here. This is more like negative IQ in his trash talk and a bit from his fight IQ. Someone who says he can beat Chimaev is also scared to go to the ground with Paul Craig. I know it's smart to be on the feet with Paul Craig because Paul Craig has no striking, but still, aren't you here to prove you can beat Chimaev and prove yourself to be the best wrestler in the UFC, or at the very least, best wrestler in the division? Why are you scared to go to the ground at all with a jiu-jitsu guy? Erceg taking down Pantoja twice in round 5. Ugh. Well, I have no words. I lied, I have a script, I have many words. What a crazy change-up in the division if Erceg won this fight. Which he could have actually, many times. If he unanimously won for just round 5, he would have won the whole fight in the judges' scorecards. But for some odd, crazy reason, not once, but twice during round 5, Erceg shot a takedown and got reversed each time he did that. This was the first time Erceg was 5 rounds deep into a fight, so who knows where your brain is at that point, but goddamn. I'm not one to talk though. I can't even remember what set I'm on with some workouts, and all I did was linear movement. Not to mention getting punched in the head for 20 minutes. So, sorry bedtime MMA, maybe you can get the title shot next time. Also, that Kai fight never happened. Anderson Silva KO'd by Chris Weidman. Yes, we've all seen this before. I will add a little spice here by showing all the taunts Anderson did before he got KO'd. Alright, 2 minutes left into round 1. He puts his hand down and just walked around. He then walks back to the fence with a taunt, putting him in a very bad position, but just taunting Chris Weidman. Hands on his waist. And again. We need an official stat showing the significant taunts in a fight now, because those actually matter. Points to his chin, claps and wants the crowd to cheer him on. Silva taunts to his leg, wanting Chris to leg kick him, beats his chest like Robert Whittaker, fakes being wobbled, does this weird dance, and then finally fakes being wobbled by a hook. That will definitely not age well in the next 3 seconds. So yeah, it only costed him his career. Nothing too big. But I would be doing this too if I was Anderson Silva. For around 7 years being the champ, I would be bored as hell too, so I would have done the same. Volk taking the second Islam fight. This was just bad. I had to segue this after the Silva fight because Volk was kinda taunting as well. So it wasn't just the emergency fight camp, but Volk walked into the second fight thinking he could do the same decision level fight. Because the competitive levelness, I guess, was the same. So he shook off a lot of the things that could destroy him. MMA math is one curse that affects everyone. And I mean everyone. Yes, you watching the video right now. Don't act like you're the exception. Also, this is a 2-for-1 special. Glover goes for the takedown on Yeri, and Calvin goes for the takedown on Izzy. Very similar to Steve Erceg, they must be so concussed, their brains are on autopilot and muscle memory mode. Even though it was a small thing, like going for the takedown or holding them against the fence, it was enough for the opponent to recover from that concussion, where you basically got robbed from your own TKO opportunity. So the changes it could have made to the UFC multiverse would have been insane. Calvin Gastelum versus Alex Pereira. Glover Teixeira versus Alex Pereira. Oh, okay, maybe not.